Okay, big welcome to our team FreeStyle Build Strong Call. My name's Lorien. It's my mission and purpose to empower everyday people to live happier, healthier, and wealthier lives on their terms. And something that I'm really passionate about because I know what it's like to struggle. You know, I've been there. I've walked the path. Both my parents were on benefits when I was a kid. I've been massively in debt. I didn't finish high school. I was a homeless youth. I'm no one particularly special. And I honestly believe that if I can change my life, if you've got the will, if you've got the desire, anything's possible. And my nana always said to me, where there's a will, there's a way. Okay. And I never really got that until later on. And yeah, I totally get it now. You know, I think, you know, through all the, like, life hasn't always been, oh, hi, Miranda. Thanks for sharing your beautiful face with us. That's awkward. No. So if you could just fix that. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Well deserved. So I don't, hey, Miranda, if you're listening, unless, I don't know, maybe, so you can draw, how do you do that? Hey, I know a quick way to fix that. Oh, no. Huh? Oh. Hey! All right, awesome. So I've got no idea what I was talking about. Totally distracted by Miranda. So what was I talking about? Oh yeah, where there's a will, there's a way. Okay. Yeah. So where there's a will there. So if you know me, once I lose my flow, takes me a minute to get back in the rhythm. So where there's a will, there's a way. So anyway, look, I think what I was talking about, the message I was trying to talk about there is, you know, you don't have to be amazing, right? You don't have to be amazing. But you do have to have desire. Because we can teach you how to do the business, but we can't teach you to want it. And that's why we are so big about talking about your why and why you're here and all of that, all the stuff at the time. You know, you get that drummed into you over and over. The only difference between me and you, okay, the only difference between me and you is I've been here a little bit longer. I've worked a little bit harder. And I never gave up on a bad day. No, hang on. No, I definitely did. I've given up on lots of bad days. But do you know what? The next day, I got back on the horse. You know, guys, I want to be really real with you. You've got to go to school on this. You've got to go to school. Like, how hard did you study for your year 12 exams or for your uni degree or for your job, right? I didn't, because I didn't make it that far. But I'm just for an example, right? I know, like, we had this test at school. Some people took them really seriously. Okay. I actually tried really hard. I did. My brain didn't work in the way of the schooling system. But I know, you know, there were some people that study really hard. So you've got to become a student, right? You know, if you've got $1 million dream, you've got to have $1 million work ethic. Okay, but not only that, you've got to master your craft. And you don't have to master loads of skills in this business. There's 3. You thought there was 2, right? Because you hear Linda and Adam, everyone talk about the 2 skills that you need to master. Well, I'm adding in 1. Who would like to know the extra 1? It's probably not a breakthrough moment, but I wasn't going to talk about this just yet, but here we are. So the 3 skills that you need to master, okay, is number 1, we know, becoming the master asker, becoming the master of the questions, okay? And I'm going to get into those questions a little bit later in this call. So today, what you're going to learn from this call, what we're going to be talking about is how to become a master relationship builder, okay? A master connector, not a professional network marketer, which some people would call it. But I want to go one step further and say you need to become a master connector, the master of relationships, building relationships to get, building trust with people, because the number one hurdle you will have in this business is building trust. And that brings me, so we're going off in all different directions here. But number two of the skills, right, is becoming the master of sharing stories, not your own story, but stories that relate to people. Your story is one of them, yes, but if it's not your story, then you need to be able to share others. Now, that could be, we've got great resources now. It's never been easier to succeed at this business. Guys, you don't know how good you've got it. Seriously. What was it? Our forefathers, like Cheryl Cortese, and, they had a fax machine and a dial-up phone and no text message, and actually had to go and meet people face to face. I don't know if you've heard of this thing called social media, and I don't give a, what anyone else says about social media, okay? It is an incredibly powerful way to leverage your time and income and reach more people. But, and there's a big but, it's 100 times harder to attract team using cold market rather than your warm market. And here's where I think people are getting a little bit off track, and I'm going to cover this next, okay? It is 100 times harder, right? I'm going to get into that next. But the third one that you need to master, the third skill you need to master is becoming the master of creating curiosity. And there's two parts to that. You can create curiosity through conversation, which we're going to talk about tonight. You can create curiosity through marketing, okay? So free ads, lots of people are doing free ads, or, paid ads, okay? But there's some drawbacks to that. And, posting on your Facebook, sharing your story, your journey, right? But there's only so many times you can share your story, right? Compliance is a fine line, but head office talking about, you just share your story all the time. What is that? You can only share your story so much, right? You got to get a little bit more creative than just sharing your own story. Okay, and there's loads of ways to do that. And the biggest tip that I would give you is find the leaders that are crushing it, that inspire you, and follow them. Set them to see first. This is probably, everything I'm going to talk about tonight, this is the number one tip that I'll give you, okay, is who are the people that inspire you? Who are the people that are crushing it in this business? Who's putting on the team? Who's putting on the customers? Who's rocking it? Who's getting the awards? You know what? I'm finding out who those people are, and I'm setting them to see first. They're the first person that I see pop up on my news feed every single morning when I pick up my phone. Because you know what? Mirror and model success. They're doing something that works. Now, I draw inspiration from people from other industries, other businesses now, okay, because that's where I'm at. Yeah. I want to play at, I've got big dreams, and I want to play at a very high level. So, but I think for most of you now is that you want to be following, people that are putting on the most customers, the most team members, what are they doing? And how can you model that in your own way? Okay, so I think that's often undertook. So this thing about social media or not social media, I totally agree when leaders say that, this is all about connecting, that this is all, that you could rock this before social media. I think where they're going with it is right, okay, is that it's 100 times harder to build a business on social media with people that you don't know, because that's going to take time. That is hard work. You've got to become a master of online connection, on building trust. I've been mastering this for a few years now, and we're just cracking the code, like right now. Okay, I feel like I've got a handle on it. You know, things are happening, team members are coming on board, but I want to let you know I've spent a lot of time, energy, and money trying to figure this thing out. And if you, again, it all depends on what level you want to play at. You know, what level do you want to play at? And I think that 99% of you right now don't need that level, right? You can do it for free. You can do it for free, because what I'm noticing is that there's this thing a little bit about, well, I don't want to talk to my friends and family. Well, why wouldn't you? Seriously, like, why wouldn't you want to share something? If you truly knew that something changed someone's life, why would you not tell the people that you care most about it? Why would you not share that with them? The only reason is because you don't believe it yet. And this business is a belief business. So you need to go to work on your belief in the product, belief in the company, belief in the profession, and belief in yourself. Because that is the number one thing that will hold you back, is that your belief is not where you need it to be. So, marketing versus prospecting. So, marketing is posting, is posting, sharing curiosity, newspaper ads back in the day. Now we've got Facebook, social media. So that's like attraction marketing, right? Sharing your journey, sharing your story, creating curiosity. And then you've got prospecting. And prospecting is when you outwardly reach and connect out with people and share. And I think the thing is that you need to have the intention to connect with them, right? Now, marketing, you put a post up and you're waiting. I hear this all the time. Oh, so what, like, how you going? Like, what's going on? Oh, I'm doing lots of posts. Awesome. That's so good. How many people did you talk to today? Oh, no one's commented yet. So what? Who cares? Why would you? Well, you don't need to wait. Like, seriously, pick up your phone. How many contacts have you got in your phone? Hundreds, right? There's no one on this call that's spoken to their whole list. Phone list, A to Z, right? Facebook list, A to Z. Everyone there's seriously, okay? And the thing is, though, is how do I do that, right? How do I do that without being one of those people that, I'm scared of being, right? You guys hearing what I'm saying? Yeah. And here's how you need to do it, right? So this is your warm market. Get back to the lost art of connecting with your friends and family. Like, seriously, we get so distracted with, social media. I want to do these ads. I want to do this. I want to do that. Mate, seriously, I can tell you, 99% of the leaders in this team, 0.9%, did it from their warm market and people that know, like, and trust you. And again, it's just so much easier. I recently had a couple of old friends join the team, and they were pretty much just like, yeah, well, do you want my credit card? Like, are we going to do this? And I was like, well, what? Oh, yeah, okay, awesome. Because, I've been connecting with a lot of, cold market people. And I'm following them up for freaking years. I just had a girl join tonight that I think I got in touch with like a year or two ago. Right? So if you want to go down that track, it's definitely doable. But I'm telling you, you've got low-hanging fruit all around you. Dangling, 99% of you have not even touched your warm market. And the thing is that if you don't master this skill, this is like old school network marketing 101. If you don't master this skill, guess what? Neither will your team, and everyone will be sitting around wondering why they're not getting any team members. Okay, you need to master this skill. And the thing is that it's just all about caring. It's genuine. It really is. I know we say it over and over and over. If you want to earn more, you need to freaking care more. How big's your heart? How many people are you loving on? Right? And you're not loving on them by spamming them. Okay? You're loving on them by checking in. Hey, babes, how's it going? Haven't seen you in ages. I was just thinking about you today. How's life? What's happening? You know, what's going on? And honestly, I'm not focused so much on who's commenting on my post. Like, who here's like, oh, no one's commenting on my post. I'm focusing more on who's liking my posts. I'm looking through with the Juice Plus filter on, looking for the likes. Who's liking my stuff that's too shy to reach out, okay, that's an old friend. And every time I see someone that's not in Juice Plus, I'm sending them a message. Hey, how's it going? Thanks so, hey, you're like, hey, Sam, thanks so much for liking my post. It's been ages. How's it going? Hey, remember that time we did on that trip or at school or something? Just reconnect. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for liking my post. Or, hey, how's it going? I just wanted to reach out and say, you know, like, we haven't connected in years, like maybe old friends. Like, I just want to give you some ideas here, right? So old school friends. You know, you can actually search on Facebook all your old school buddies that you're not friends with. Did you know that? Like, go search. You can search your old school and it'll bring everyone up from your year. Reconnect with those people, and not with the intention to sign them up, just literally with the intention to reconnect. Hey, how's life? I was thinking about you. Do you remember that time at school? We did some crazy stuff. Oh my God. And just leave it at that, maybe for the first few days or week. Right? And 9 times out of 10, they're going to ask you. They're going to come to you anyway and ask you, what are you up to? You know, old work colleagues. Right? Why are you in buy, swap, and sell groups trying to sign up people that are strugglers when you've probably got your old workmates who are like ambitious, successful, motivated, maybe not loving life right now in their job? They're the people that you want, not the battlers. And I'm not saying battlers are not like, you know, I'm not saying that we don't want to help them. Trust me, I was a battler. I had a broke mindset. It was the world's fault. It was the government's fault. It was my mum and dad's fault. It was everyone's freaking fault but mine. And that is the biggest load of BS that anyone else can tell themselves. And until they shift their mindset, the next person they're going to blame is probably you if you manage to sign them up, because they've got that broke mindset. Now, the beautiful thing is in this community, in this team, we're so big on personal development and help people grow their mindset, okay, that we can all change it, but you can't change it. They have to make the decision to change their mindset. So here's the thing. You want to recruit up, not down. You want to, it's the chicken list that's going to change your life. Do you think that Adam and Kira, do you think Linda, they're in the buy, swap, and sells looking for a get-rich-quick scheme? No, they weren't. They're like, get away from me, you crazy lady. Oh, yeah, I'll try the products. You know, Adam, Linda, Kate, Golay, Anthony Golay, all of them all started on the product first. They all started on the product first. No, I'm not interested in the business. Get an MLM, blah, blah, blah. Well, why don't you just try the product? Why don't you just try the product? See what it does for you. I don't know. That's my favorite line right now. If someone says no, like, no, I'm not really interested, I'm saying, why don't you just try the product? Is there anything you'd like to change in your health? Like, if you could change anything in your health, what would it be? It's a different conversation. Someone can say no to the business, but they still say yes to the product. But if they say no to the product, it's kind of hard to get them onto the business. Okay? So you can all, it's like my fallback. Well, why don't you just try it? Why don't you just give it a go? Why don't you're whinging about your health all the time. Why don't you just give it a go? You always got no energy, right? So birthdays, you know, is a great way to reconnect with people. You know, are you messaging people every single day with it's their birthday? And, you know, the most amazing people turn up. I'm like, oh my God, they've never been on my newsfeed before. I sent her a message, hey dude, how are you? Happy birthday, a little gift, a little smiley, a little something different, voice message, video, whatever you want to do. I'm really consistent with my birthday messages. Again, how much do you care about people? You need to find creative ways to keep in touch, especially if you want to master this social media stuff. You need to have a touch point. You need to have constant touches. You know, this girl that signed up tonight 12 months ago, you know, every now and again, I've liked something. I've commented here and there. I sent her a birthday message. I'm pretty sure that's how we got chatting again. She's just signed up. And again, she was like, oh, I want to do the business, but I just want to try the product. I was like, yeah, cool. Why don't you just try it? Give it a go. Is there anything else you need to know before getting started? She was like, no, not really. Cool. Let's get you on the product. Awesome. Boom. Done. Another customer. I think we're going to have, like, honestly, I think we're personally going to have the biggest month we've ever had. But what I'm going to say and what I want to share with all of you right now, I probably had the slowest 4 or 5 months of like my freaking career. And I couldn't figure out what was going on. I was like, why am I not getting team members? Like, what is going on? I'm putting in the work, I'm doing it, but it just wasn't happening. Like, they'd order, then they'd back out, or someone would come on, or almost. And I was just like, honestly, I'll share this with you because I know you're all going through it, right? You've got someone, they get started and something happens, and then they, you know, the product was a day later than what you said it was. And so that, oh my God, no, can't do it now. Or, you know, like you work so hard and you get someone and then it's like, oh nah, they're out. And just, it's, I don't know, for me, I seem to have been attracting it for some reason. But the reason I'm sharing with you with this is because you can either give up or you can just keep learning. Like, persistence will beat talent any day of the week. Effort beats talent any day of the week. I'm not the most talented. I'm not the smartest. I'm not the best looking, you know, but you know what? I don't freaking give up. And I dig my heels in deeper. When the tough gets going, mate, they get going. And that was my attitude. I was like, I'm determined to freaking get back on top and crush it. Like, we've got 100 club team, right? We've got an amazing team, but am I putting on the most team members? Am I putting on the most customers? And I wasn't. I was like, what the frick is going on? But if you're in frustration, it just means you're one step away. You're this close from a breakthrough. The next conversation you have could not only change your life, but change someone else's. It's just, you're always just that one conversation away, guys. And again, the learning's in the doing. If you just keep turning up, if you keep showing up, if you keep getting on the training, do you know, I've tried more times than I failed. That's the only thing. I've tried one more time than I failed. I can't tell you how many times I've hit the brick wall. And like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to freaking smash it. If I'm going to hit a brick wall, I'm going to hit it so freaking hard, I'm going to knock it down. And I'm going to keep chipping away until I break through. No one's going to stop me, right? And I think, you know, if there's one gift that I have, is that determination. And that's it. That's the only difference, is that determination to keep turning up, to keep going back to the drawing board, right? Reassessing. And it's not always easy, but you know what? It is possible. It's not always easy, but it is possible. And it's worth it more than you could ever imagine. So went on a bit of a rant there. But the thing is, if you want to earn more, you need to care more. If you're not getting customers, if you're not getting team members, you're too focused on what I'm saying this, you're too focused on yourself and not enough about them. Authentically connecting. You know, I thought of you because I've got no idea if this is for you. Here's why I'm excited about it. And are you open to taking a peek? Like, that's the magic formula. Like, that is it. Now, you can spin it any way different you want, but why did you think of them? Why are you excited? What, you know, and, you know, maybe it's not for them. So, if there was one thing that you guys should really get focused on, it's just becoming that master connector, right? That master connector, and just caring and loving on people. I hear too much. Oh, I'm not getting likes. Oh, I'm not getting any comments. Oh, no one's getting on my live videos. Well, how many freaking likes and comments and live videos are you giving? This is the thing, right? Social currency. You need to give before you take. Too many of you are going out there freaking with your spear, trying to spear all the fish, and you're wondering why they're all running away. You got to like get the burley out and, you know, place the net and lure them in. It's probably not the best example, but I think like authentically. And so here's the form, right? You've probably heard this, the form, you know, FORM, right? So F stands for, let's say this is someone that you don't know. Where are you from? Or if you do know them, how's the family? Like, how's the kids, babe? What's been happening? O's for occupation. What's going on at work? R's for recreation. You know, if you know them well, like, have you been getting many waves lately? You know, how's the kids, how's dance class? You know, what are they passionate about? Get them talking. This is like a no-brainer. You guys, the thing is, you do this all the time with your friends. You don't even realize you do it. You're like, oh, I've got to learn this special technique. No, you don't. You just got to connect with people, care about them. How would you talk to your best friend? If you hadn't seen your best friend for 6 months, how would you talk to them? Freaking hell, what's been happening? What's going on? How's little Johnny? How's, you know, Auntie Martha? How's, you know, how's work? How's the job? How's the boss you don't love? How's the kids? You've been playing much netball lately? I've just formed the hell out of you. That's all it is. You know, we jumped in an Uber when we were down to Melbourne, and I was like, you know, where you from? How long you been doing this for? We got talking about his Harley. I was like, yeah, that's cool. Harley and this and that, right? So it's just making a friend. You guys know how to do this. You're just overthinking it. Laura's banging her head against the wall. She's like, oh my God. So I think in the beginning, right, it's great to have structure. It's great to have structure. And I'm like, in my head, I'm going into the shopping mall and I'm like, right, I'm going to form FORM. I'm like Juice Plus Robot. Right? And it feels like that. And they feel it, you feel awkward, and you're like, oh my God, I'm never doing that again. The thing is, though, is that you've got to practice. And when you practice this enough, right, it's like playing the piano or the guitar or any instrument. If you play the scales, you know, the same boring freaking scales that drive your parents mad or drove your parents mad, or probably right now they're driving you mad, payback. Right? Scales, all of a sudden you're going to start to freestyle. But you're never going to get to that point until you've done it thousands of times. The thing is, are you taking this business seriously? Are you serious about changing your life? Or are you just dabbling? And that's okay. Look, everyone's here for something different. The thing is, you got to get real. You got to get real with yourself. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that if you're on this call, you probably want more out of life. You're probably not happy with where you're at. You know, what are the things that you're sick of? What are you sick of? I know half of you probably don't know why you're here. I don't know what my big dreams and goals are, right? but I can sure tell you, you know what you're sick of. What have you had enough of in your life? You know, and like, when is that enough is enough moment going to be for you, where you draw a line in the sand and you make that decision to step up and play full out? You know, I was a drug addict teenager. I blamed the world for my problems. I was suicidal. You know, all of it. Couldn't read or write properly. You know, and, you know, my life was probably not going the way, you know, yeah, it wasn't good. Like, let's just say that. But I made a decision where I drew the line in the sand and I said, I am going to change my life. You know, enough is enough. I can't take it anymore. So maybe you're not at your enough is enough moment yet. Maybe things have got to get worse before they get better. Maybe you're just not in enough pain right now. Life's comfortable. Life's good. Maybe you're working. Kids are working. That's cool. Maybe it's not. Maybe you're not at that point. Maybe you never will be. And that's okay. Maybe you're just here to make a difference. You know, whether you do a little or a lot, guys, you know, you are making a difference. You are changing the world. So never disregard that. So I guess, you know, I'm just talking to the people that want to take this to the next level, that want to step up, that want to, you know, click it into that next gear, but are not quite sure how to do it. What's the time? Cool, we've got heaps of time. Well, I'm going to open up for questions. You know, so I think, you know, what we're going to talk about. We're doing really good, actually. I thought I was way over prepared. So a couple of questions. If you think that you're taking this seriously, number one, have you listened to Jim Rohn, How to Build Your Network Marketing Business? Well, then you're not taking this business seriously, because it's one of the first videos in the Start Strong guide. There's a reason that these things are in there. So I want to throw a challenge out to you right now. Is that the first thing, I want to give you an assignment, right? Is before you do anything else, you got to go watch that video. And if you've watched it, if you haven't watched it 50 to 100 times, you need to go back and watch it again. And what we're going to do is you're going to come back with the 5 takeaways, 5 things that you've learned. Let's say 3 to 5, because 5 would be crazy, right? Let's just do 3. 3 to 5 if you want to be like, go, you know, rock star hero level, right? 3 to survive, okay? And you're going to post that up in the in the post for this team training, okay? Build Strong training. You're going to post in the comments the 3 to 5 things that you learned from Jim Rohn, How to Build Your Network Marketing Business. Are you guys up for this? Are you guys ready to step up and take this thing serious? Awesome. Yeah, we've got a few. Yeah. This is the interactive part. This is where you comment below. Okay, because here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. If you haven't listened to it, I guarantee you 99.9% that your team haven't heard it. There's a reason that we tell you every single week to watch this freaking YouTube video. Okay, so curiosity. How do you create? I know how to do a post, Lorien, whatever, big deal. Yeah, create curiosity. But how can you create curiosity through conversation? Okay. And this is like never ending stuff. And I'm going to talk about how to find the pain, how to build team, because that's what I promised actually at the start, was how to build team. And I'm going to do that next. But first of all, this is building team, but how to create curiosity through conversation. So number one, couple of ways here. And I'm going to start a little bit back to front. I'm going to start with a follow-up. No, I won't. I'll start from the start. Okay. So the question, how do you respond when someone says to you, what do you do? Do you get tongue-tied? Do you get the little like cold sweat happening? Does your stomach just like, do you feel like you're just being stabbed in the guts when you run into a friend at the supermarket and they say, hey, Renelle, like, what do you do? And you go, ah. And you're like, freeze, right? Your kids are looking at you like, are you all right, Mum? Right? So you need to have something ready. You need to have something that's going to evoke curiosity. Do you just say, oh, just do Juice Plus? Oh, yeah, awesome. Freaking nailed it. Yeah, woohoo! Awesome, Juice Plus. Hey, I've said worse. Trust me, I've said worse. That's all, like if they have never heard of it, then they might say, well, what's that? Okay, that's good. That's like level 1. If you can just get that out, that's awesome, right? But the next level, okay, is to evoke some curiosity and maybe share something like, you know, I've got an online health and wellness program that there's a few different ones. I'm just trying to think. I kind of, so, you know, I've got an online health and wellness program, and I teach people how to make money online from that. Or I teach and coach people to make money online through a health and wellness program. That's actually my favorite at the moment. I had it back to front. That's why I wasn't flowing, right? But you get out of practice, right? I've been doing a lot of social media. I haven't been talking to loads of people face to face, and I'll be the first to admit I'm a little out of practice. I'm a little rusty. This is why you got to do it all the time, because it's got to flow. But I guarantee you, if I went over to America, because you're meeting loads of people that you've never met before, right? I'd be doing it everywhere. And it would take me a few goes and I'd be back in the flow. So what do? You know, I teach and coach mums to create an income from home through our online health and wellness program. So we've got 2 gifts, right? We've got the gift of health and we've got the gift of wealth. So, you know, if they're interested in health, they're going to say, oh, what's that about, right? Or if they say, you know, if they're interested in creating extra income, they're like, oh, you know, that's interesting. So you're going to kind of throw them both out there. Personally, I used to say I teach and coach people to make money online. But why narrow myself down to just that? We're so much more than that. Like, I'm on a mission to change the freaking world. Like, I'm on a mission to help inspire and empower, not just freaking help, right? I want to empower people to change their lives, to live happier, healthier, and wealthier lives. I'm not doing it for them. I'm not helping them. I'm empowering the you-know-what out of them. I want them to change their lives, because nobody can change their life but themselves. So what's your one-liner? You've got to have a one-liner there, okay? So, like, hey, what is it that you do? Well, and this could be your friends even. It could be your friends. It could be people that you don't know. It could be anyone. But you need to have that right at your disposal. You know, write it in the notes of your phone so you can pull it out and look at it before you walk into the next party that you go to. Like, how serious are you about changing your life? You've got to go to school. You've got to study. You've got to practice. So what do I say after that, right? So, okay, so what do you do? So I've got online health and wellness. You know, I teach and coach moms, or teach and coach dads, or I change it to whoever I'm speaking with. But in the beginning, you just need to have one line, and it's the same every time that you know off by heart. But for me now, if I'm talking to a mom, I'm like, oh, I actually teach and coach moms to create an income online through an online health and wellness program. What do you do? And change the subject straight away. I throw it back to them. What do you, like, tell me about you. What is it about? What do you do? Right? I want to know about them. I want to care about them and their life. How can you help someone if you know nothing about them? Hello? How can you help someone if you know nothing about them? You're like, oh, I don't want to like reach out to people. I just want to send them the prices, right? No, that's freaking selling. Oh, why wouldn't I just give them send them the prices? That's selling. How can you recommend a program to someone that you know nothing about? If you care about them, if you love them, you need to find out about them. What is it that you're looking to achieve? What's going on in your life? How is that affecting you? What have you tried before, right? That's in terms of the product, right? But in terms of the business, like how's work? How long have you been doing that for? Do you love what you do? Is that what you see yourself doing for the rest of your career? What have you thought about doing? So these are the things, if you want to go like to the next level, right? This is the stuff. Find the pain in their life. If you can't find the pain, you can't offer a solution. So this is what the leaders have really mastered and got good at, is finding that pain in people's lives, whether it be around health or whether it be around wealth. But we're going to talk about the wealth tonight, right? So, you know, I love the 3-step formula. Are you happy? Do you have a plan? And would you like to see one? So, for example, you know, like, hey, Sam, how's it going? How's life? Right? What's been happening? Loved your post this morning with the kids. How's little Johnny going? How's the family? Right? I'm forming them. Right? How's work going? Are you still working at the same job? How's that going? When was the last time you had a holiday? I don't really say that, actually. I don't say that, right? I usually just, you know, ask, how's work? How long have you been working there for if I don't know them? Or maybe if I do know them, I'm just like how's that going? Do you love what you do? How long do you see yourself doing that for? If you weren't doing that, what else would you be doing? Not sure if you've noticed, but I found a way to create an income online helping other people. Super passionate about it. If I was to send you a quick link, would you be open to taking a look? You know, I've got no idea if it's for you or not, but the only way you're ever going to know is if you take a look. And if it's for you, awesome. If it's not for you, I'll never mention it again. It's like, I'll do a deal with you. If you watch it, you don't like it, I'll never mention it again. So it's the art of conversation. And again, everywhere you go, you've got to be creating curiosity. So if someone asks you like, hey, how's it going? Do you just say, not bad? Not bad. That's what most people say, right? Not bad. Not bad. Sounds awesome. Life's loving life, huh? Right? So if someone says to me, oh, not bad, I just ask them, what's that all about? What's going on? Why not bad? Why not great? What's happening in your life? What's going on for you? I love that question. What's going on for you? Then you're going to get it. You better brace yourself. If you say to someone, well, what's going on for you? Just get curious, curious, curious. You've heard me say this before. Write in I've got 3 words for you to remember. Curious, curious, curious. Get curious about people and what's going on for them in their life. And you will never have to work another day in your life. Well, so to speak, you know what I mean? Make it about them. So get curious, you know, like when someone asks me, you know, how are you? What's going on? I'm like, I'm awesome. Everything's good. Bank account's good. Health's good. Not really. Back's killing me. But, you know, I think of something. You know, I'm like, life's great. You know, just been down the beach today, surfing. You know, just life's good. Everything's going well. Team's blowing up right now. So, you know, it's probably something that you know, when someone asks me, you know, how's life? I'm like, yeah, life's awesome. Team's crushing it. I just, you know, went down to Melbourne, helped our team down there. You talk about how you're helping people. Like, it's one you can talk about, like, oh yeah, I've just been on the beach all day, I don't work, like I'm doing Juice Plus and I don't work. I'm living the freedom lifestyle now. Total BS. Stop that. Yeah, I've been super busy. Freaking changing people's lives, helping people get happier, healthier, and wealthier. We're freaking rocking it right now. What are you doing? What's going on in your life? Like, I'm changing the freaking world, man. You know what I mean? Like, stop. If you're telling everyone you're not doing anything, one thing, they're not going to believe you. Number two is that you're going to attract dreamers. Do you want to attract workers or do you want to attract dreamers? I want people that are willing to work, that want to make a difference in the world, that want to step up, that want to not only change their lives, but, leave a legacy behind. Right? Yeah, I'm freaking busy. What are you doing? Do you know what I mean? Like, the thing is, oh yeah, this freedom lifestyle, honestly, it's a freaking myth. I'm going to tell you straight right now. That's a lie. It's not a myth, because you know what? I wake up every single day and decide whether I want to go to work or not. There's days when I go to the beach and I do nothing. There's days if I want to jump on a plane tomorrow, I can go to Japan, go to the snow. And I'm going to check my bank account. So I probably went a little bit far there. But the thing is, you got to earn it. You've got to earn that. Do you know what I mean? You got to put in first. The chicken comes before the golden egg. Anyone heard that saying before? You got to feed the chicken. You got to freaking pat the chicken. You got to chase the chicken down the road, right? You got to nurture that little chicken, feed him the good food, look after him, and maybe he'll start, if the moon's right and he's ready and all that, then he might lay some eggs, right? If you want to go out and, if you want to have mangoes, you got to go and plant a mango tree, water it for 20 years, and hopefully one day it'll bear some fruit. But when the fruit starts coming, it's plentiful, right? When those mango trees are big and mature and you've got more mangoes than you can handle, you're freaking like trying to give those things away. They're like rotting all over your yard. So, but what I'm trying to say, guys, is that, this is a sow and reap business. You've got to plant the seeds. You've got to nurture the little seedlings. You've got to, plow the fields, right? But when it takes off, it's better than you could ever imagine. But I just want to get you out of this thing about, like, I'm on a beach doing nothing, sipping cocktails, right? Living the freedom lifestyle. It doesn't mean that you don't work. What you don't see is when we're on the beach is we're freaking sending messages. We're posting. We're like doing live videos. We're putting ourselves out there. In those broken moments. I go for a surf, come in, do a post, go to the gym, a few messages, do a live, you know what I mean? So I hope you can feel where I'm coming from this. I'm not saying that this doesn't deliver on hopes and dreams, because it absolutely does. And if there was another way, I'd probably be doing it. But as far as I'm aware, this is the best thing that I've ever come across. And not only that, is that I seriously get to impact people's lives in the two biggest problems right now. The two biggest problems in the world right now are health and wealth. And there's no better feeling than when you get that message from your friend or your family member that says that, they don't have that disease or they don't have that problem anymore because of Juice Plus. Or they've been able to, go on their first family holiday in 20 years or ever. Like, there is no better feeling than that. And that is what it's all about. So focus more on caring about others. Focus more about adding value and giving, because you need to give 10 times harder than you take. The thing is, if you get focused on that, the money will come. The money will show up. But if you're so focused on the money, oh, my check was only $400 this month. Oh, this. Oh, my team member this. Oh, my team members didn't put any customers on this month. That is the biggest BS. Like, oh my God, like seriously, how many customers did you put on this month? Oh, they're not getting on the training. Did you get on the freaking training? No wonder they weren't on the training. Like, you got to get real with yourself. You got to call yourself out on the BS excuses, the BS stories, because I can tell you that's what's stopping you from having everything that you want in your life. It's no one else. It's not your upline. It's not the company. It's not the skeptics' friends. It starts with you first and foremost. It starts with us. And if I can do it, right, why not you and why not now? Like, what are the other options? Seriously. Life's hard. Get over it. Leaving your kids for 25, 40 hours a week at a job that you hate, that's hard. Studies have shown that your kids are more likely to become bullies if you're unhappy at your job. I read that the other day. I don't know if it's true. Like, don't shoot me, just the messenger. But I don't know. It makes sense because it rubs off. It rubs off. So, guys, what questions do you have for me? I want to help you right now. So I know I've talked way too much, which what's happened, talking's a bad habit. So 238 comments. You might have to rewrite your question if you have one. The biggest thing I want to tell you, all of you, is I'm no one particularly special. I'm an ordinary guy who is very underordinary, that just made a decision to change his life. And if I can do that, there's no reason that you can't. A lot of you are a lot smarter and a lot better looking. What's your tips for duplicating? What's my tips for duplicating? What's my tips? You lead by example. You put on the most customers, you put on the most team members, and you teach your team how to do the same thing. There's duplication. Plug them into the system. What were the 3 questions? Are you happy? Do you have a plan? And would you like to see one? So, hey, how long have you worked here? Like, hey, how's it going? You know, how long have you worked here for? Do you love what you do? And if they say no, they don't love what they do, I'm just like, are you open to looking at other opportunities? Yeah, I am. Cool. You got Facebook? I'll send you something. You got Facebook? You know, looking for other, you seem like a really ambitious person. We're looking for ambitious, entrepreneurial people, working on something really exciting at the moment. If I was to send you something, would you be open to taking a look? Like, there's so many ways you can say it. But basically, are you happy? Do you have a plan? Would you like to see one? So getting good at digging up the pain. What else? If you feel too comfortable in your situation, how can you kick yourself in the butt to get things going? Oh, love that. Love that. If you're too comfortable, don't make it about you. Make it about others. So make it about your dreams got to get bigger. You got to think bigger. Are your parents comfortable? Are your kids comfortable? Is the world freaking comfortable? Right? So maybe you're comfortable, but is everyone, like, what about your parents? Are they retiring? Are they set up? Are they rich? You know, maybe it's not about money. Maybe it's about just having an impact, you know, changing people's lives. Like, and look, hey, maybe it's okay that you're comfortable. That's okay. You don't have to be an NMD 100 club, right? You don't have to be to make a difference. Whether you're making a little impact or a big impact, you're still making a difference in this mission, right? You're still changing the world, whether it be little or big. So maybe that's all, but I don't know. How do you want to be remembered? How do you want people to speak about you when you've left this planet? Are they going to, you know, one generation and, you know, they don't know who Adam Westwick is anymore? Or are you going to have a plaque somewhere because you're able to pay for a, you know, a school in freaking Africa or something? And right, you got to think bigger. Here's like the theme for tonight. Think bigger. You got to think bigger. Yeah, absolutely. So even if someone says, yeah, I love my job, I still ask them. I'm like, great. I'm looking for those people, right? The thing is, I want those people that are the go-getters. Right? I want the people that are like, yeah, I freaking love my job. We're smashing it. I'm like, freaking, I want you on my team, right? I'm like, hey, do you keep your options open? Like, do you see yourself doing this for the rest of your career? Because I'm working on something right now, and I would, you know, you would be an awesome fit. I don't know if it's for you or not, but would you be open to taking a look? Or like, you know, it sounds like you're very ambitious and entrepreneurial. Have you ever thought about doing something for yourself? There you go, the golden nugget, right? I met a girl on the plane. She was like, we've built this amazing online business from the very beginning, right? But she's employed by the two girls that started it. But she's been there from the beginning. I was like, have you ever thought about doing something like that for yourself? Light bulb. What if I could show you a way to do that? Right? Because this stuff never flowed off my tongue, right? I used to choke. I used to like check my phone, right? But because I practiced and practiced and practiced and practiced and practiced, now it flows like it's natural most of the time. But I used to get the sweaty palms. I used to get the knots in the stomach, all of that stuff. I'm telling you, there's no mistakes in this business. I wasn't born like this. I wasn't born just talking this stuff. It's because I went to school on this. I made a decision to master my craft. And you know what? I still don't get it right all the time. I still blurt out something stupid and I'm like, dude, like, why did you say that for? You should have said like this other thing that you tell everyone else to say. But, you know, I don't care. I don't even care what I say. I just say whatever. You're better off saying anything than nothing. You're better off blurting out some poor version than nothing. No one cares anyway. They don't care. Do you ever come to Brisbane for training? No. We've got this cool thing called Zoom. Allows, you know, all of us to connect. No, just joking. We did a FreeStyle leadership retreat up on the Sunshine Coast, so we did that there. Questions. Sometimes the best stuff comes out of the questions. Will this be recorded on YouTube? Yes, it is being recorded, yes. Get out of your comfort zone. That's right. The number one key to success, do what scares you. Do what scares you. If you think you should talk to someone, then you should. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom, go and do it before you talk yourself out of it. Other questions? Are you happy? So you can't just keep telling your story online. What else can we share to attract? Well, you can keep sharing it, and you definitely should keep sharing it. I'm just saying, if you're sharing your story every day, the whole thing's a story and a journey, right? It's all a story and a journey. But, you know, you got to get creative. share other people's stories. There's what else can you do from share your story? Okay, here you go. People want to be educated, empowered, and entertained. Okay, so you can entertain people, right? But I'm not naturally entertaining or funny, particularly, right? But I can educate people, teach people stuff, create a following. What are you good at? Or what could you get good at? What could you learn about and teach people about? Well, teach people about health. Google 5 steps to lose weight. Post that. You know, the recipes, the guides. Teach people about how to social media. Teach people about how to connect with people, you know, authentically. How to build relationships. Teach people about leadership. Teach people about you know, how to freaking knit a sweater. I don't know. You've all got skills. Teach mums how to do little DIY knickknacks. It doesn't have to have anything to do with Juice Plus, right? Teach people, educate people. That's how you build a following. Empower, educate, and entertain people. I'm not that entertaining, but I do my best. What's the time? Okay, so it's 5 past. I think we should probably wrap it up now. I sincerely appreciate every single one of you. And, you know, I truly believe that we define our own destiny. We create our own luck and we build our own empires. And we are changing the freaking world. You know, we're on a freaking mission and you are only ever one conversation away from not only changing your life, but changing someone else's life. So go out there and have a positive impact on someone else's life today. Love you guys. You freaking rock. Just, you know, go out and smash it.